Hi, Natural Healing Ninjas. This is Lorelei, and this is Maria.
This is Maria Belen.
Maria, okay.
Maria Belen. I'll
See
do
that roll of the tongue?
I'll do it. You just say it here and I'll say Maria Belen.
This is
Maria Belen.
beautiful. Anyway, she's a natural healing ninja just naturally because she works with the arts, the healing arts, the painting art, the music art. And so she's really grounded in the arts and understanding. She has a fascinating story. I met Maria
Maria Belen. You got it.
Maria Belen. Okay. Through her brother Juan, who walks dogs and takes care of dogs and does a very excellent job doing that. Mm-hmm. So we want to get the word out all about the magic of animals and humans and their interaction. Mm-hmm. And it really is teaching the humans, not the dogs. The dogs follow along, is what I see.
Of course.
Anyway, Maria, would you like to let us know how you became the wonderful, beautiful, amazing person you are sitting here right now?
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm originally from Guayaquil, Ecuador, and my father sent me here when I was about 12 years old. There was a lot of crime happening in my city, so then
in Ecuador,
yeah.
Okay.
So he decided that it would be a good idea for me to come here first, stay with an extended family member, learn the culture, learn English, and sort of adapt before they came and met me 8 months later. And so they surprised me on Christmas. And
8 months later, a 12-year-old.
12-year-old, I'm like, oh my
and
God.
your family shows up for Christmas. How cool is that?
So that was pretty sweet. It was very different, you know. I had a lot of trouble understanding the language and adapting. I mean, I'm a 12-year-old. You're gathering all the information already from the language, the culture, and then you kind of have to stop it and begin a new cycle. So there was a lot of heartbreak, a lot of misunderstanding. So one of the first things that I turned into was to music, and I started understanding about my hands and just like how powerful and healing music and connecting with your hands can be, and it was a very soothing experience for me.
So healing. So that's walked you into a lot of healers they're not healers, they're promoters of healing. We all heal ourselves, we just might not know how to do that.
Yes.
So, and music is huge, and music's not only healing, but it can be a manipulator too. So you sort of want to watch the music or what you're vibrating at, because it's got to affect our health. And so you do music that's uplifting. I haven't heard your music.
Yeah.
If you want to play a little ditty before we get off the video, that would be cool. But it's probably uplifting music on purpose with intention.
Of course, yeah, definitely. I think the music has a frequency and it has the power to uplift us, make us sad, you know, depending on the lyrics too. You know, that is so interesting to see how we feel after listening to a specific type of music. Whether it's heavy metal or punk or you know, something more relaxing like jazz or like lounge music. You know, it's like a completely different experience.
Right. So that's the power. It's got such a spectrum.
Yes.
And then the response of the person is all individual too. So so you do other art. Your drawings. You paint.
Yeah. So I think one of my favorite main art mediums is photography. I also like to paint, but my kind of painting is, I would say, more abstract, you know, more on I connect it more as a ritual, or I work with it as more of a ritualistic aspect. I love drawing comics, you know.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I like to make ink comics. It's really funny. I think a lot about my childhood and a lot of characters that I have met along the way that kind of make me draw with the ink.
Sure.
And, you know, and then I like I said, I dabble in a lot of different mediums, like the canvas painting, acrylics, you know, just a little bit of mixed media. Getting into sculpture a lot recently.
Okay.
So, and another thing that is super healing, you know, whether it's arts, in the arts or in food, culinary as well.
Okay, that's an art for sure.
You know, it's
so do you cook stuff too?
I cook stuff.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, sunflower.
Oh yeah. No, that was just a little snack.
that was great. That was classic.
Yeah. No, I mean, I love making all kinds of food, you know, and I travel extensively around the world to learn how to use those elements that people are using around the world, and just understanding them, you know, and how.
They say that if we changed a meal every meal, that we still would be able to have the experience of all the food differences on the planet.
Yes.
So that's how much we get to choose from, everybody. So choose healthy and happy food, food that you love and it loves you back.
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
And that can be just like a little golden rule to go by.
Yeah, it's good to have all kinds of food. In the Ayurvedic tradition, it's important to have the six different tastes, you know, the 6 different elements of food, like sweet, pungent, astringent, salty, you know, and the other 2 that I can't think right now.
So mix them up while you're cooking stuff.
You mix them all up, like all 6 of them. Yeah, and it's like it fulfills every element within you, you know, because that's what food is also about, you know. If you have too much of one thing, it is not balanced. And you want to balance out your meal and
that's one way you can do it. And then color has to do with it, and texture.
Color, exactly.
There is a lot to food than what I grew up in Wisconsin understanding. And it is an art. And it's not just about what it tastes like, it's about the whole making it.
Yes.
And enjoying putting it together. And to me, I look at people who can do that like, wow, that's cool. I want to hang out in your house.
Yeah, no, it is very ritualistic again. You know, food connecting with food. It's
that's kind of what it is, a meditative
touching it. Yeah,
sure.
The way you feel, like it's all an energy. Everything is like energy. So you're touching where did that come from? Where did that vegetable come from? You know, how you're feeling.
The intention behind all of it, whoever handled it.
Exactly.
It's just really, we're in a beautiful place here on the Central Coast where there's a lot of wildcrafting. Do you have wildcraft food at all?
Wildcraft? Oh, like go foraging?
Go foraging, yeah, foraging.
Yeah, you know, like going foraging for blueberries and blackberries in Cambria.
Okay,
you know, and lots of fennel out there.
There's so much.
There's really is
around. Just follow the rivers around here, and the birds or something poop and plant the seeds, and it's just like a herbal garden grown naturally.
Oh wow, yeah. No, right out here I have there's an avocado tree. So
there are avocado, oranges, lemons.
Like, yeah.
Do you have a lemon tree in the backyard?
Yeah, there's also a lemon tree.
Oh, can I have a couple?
Yeah. Before you go.
So Ayurvedic is the art that you have for the healing art.
Yeah, so I've mixed a couple. I've studied and mixed a couple of things in my practice. I went to school in East LA at SCU for Ayurveda. So Ayurveda is an Indian traditional healing art, essentially, that started years ago, thousands of years ago.
It's like the oldest one, isn't it? And it's still working.
It's still working. It's becoming very popular right now.
Beautiful. People are starting to love themselves again.
Yeah.
And that's where it starts.
I really love how they touch on the biodiversity of the body. You know, your body is made out of earth, water, ether, wind. So there's a lot of elements within that, and so
it's amazing.
It's a beautiful healing art.
So what do you treat? What kind of people would come see you?
So usually what I do, I'll do consultations at first to see what are the needs of the person that comes to me, and I just aid them in whatever they need, you know, whether it's dietary or fatigue. I try to incorporate different elements in their diet, like different herbs. I'll give them
what they need,
advice, you know, on whatever they need, and then following up to that, I'll do abhyangas, which is a lymphatic massage with steam. You mix it with oils and different herbs that are infused in there.
Nice.
Shirodara, which is like this basin right here that is essentially it's a stream of either milk, water, or oil that goes right into your third eye, and it's supposed to relax parts of your head, right? And it's just there's so many different methods within Ayurveda that I love and appreciate, you know, different treatments that I include in the practice. And I've also studied massage therapy at the California Institute, California Holistic Institute, and so I mix a lot of different things.
That's what the healing arts is. It's an art. You put this in there, this in there. I always wondered why the natural healing ninjas, I call them now, but they were the natural healing facilitators before. So we facilitate people's health. We don't take care of you, you take care of yourself. You just don't know how to do it, or you haven't match the match on your journey.
Yes.
So health is a journey. You're not feeling well, so you're on a journey, like it or not. It's a short one if you don't take care of yourself, but if you learn the techniques of Ayurvedic and the massage, and music is amazing, art's amazing if you have mental issues, for sure, because our mental capacities are being very challenged right now. It's like we're all sort of gaslit, sort of anxiety, and also we're our environment's promoting that. I'm not anxiety or any of that, but I take care of myself, I ground myself, I work with people that understand things that you understand, and then we share things and stuff, and it's great, because the bottom line is we are like, our society is integrated to come together in unity, and what better way through health.
Of course, it's important.
And health is like, if you lose your health, it doesn't feel very good, and you want it to go in the correct direction, so you want to get as much education as you can. So when you come to someone who treats you individually, that's a little different, you know. Gives you, this is your responsibility. That's a little different in this culture, from what I find, because I've been doing ninjaing for for a few years. Yeah.
How did that name come up? I love that.
Because we're coming from love warrior kind of stance. We're full of love, but we're not weak.
Yeah.
If you know what we do, basically what I do is whatever someone gives me, I give them back.
Oh, yes.
And so I hang out with a lot of lovely people that just want to love. But if I run into somebody, it's sort of an opportunity for my healing instincts to maybe say something or do something or offer something that they might not even have seen is on a radar at all, because a lot of people who do come into our doors while we're working with them, they go, wow, I never knew this, that you had these choices.
Yes.
I just thought you could just do drugs and surgery. I didn't know all of this. I go, that's the journey of it.
Yes.
And it's a smorgasbord, and you can put it out there, check out all of the different variety, because we ninjas tend to have a lot of certificates, a lot of education from here, from there, whatever we resonate or whatever is healing us. We go with that, and then we're sitting there. In my generation, I'm 65, and I've been doing this since I was 22, and the pushback was incredible in the 80s. I was teased and called names, and like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, well, I'm just trying to share.
Yeah, I know. This medicine is, there's so much medicine in plant and music, the way we live our lives, you know, the people that are around us. It's all medicinal, so yeah, we have to choose wisely. And you know, there's so many different methods of medicine that people don't know about. And like you said, it's like maybe where we are, it's like one pill, you know, medicates everybody, but it's not true. You know, there's way of doing it, and there's the balancing aspects of you know, of all of these things that we need to incorporate in order to feel better. You know,
so now people are realizing that there are 5,000 other choices out there besides the two choices, and they're starting to step into more empowerment and loving themselves more. So the experience that they have is they have to have a learning curve before they can start healing. It's not just walk in and you get healed, and it takes time, and that's another thing that's a little different in this culture. But it's, you put this together, that together, and you're on this journey, and you meet these beautiful, amazing people. You have these beautiful, amazing experiences. It's not doom and gloom at all. It's just like, go, you know, buck up your sleeves, get to work, let's go, and have fun doing it.
That's right.
And so as you elevate yourself and heal, you're feeling better physically, but guess what else it affects, right? All the other stuff.
All of the other things start falling apart, right? Yeah.
So the mental, the physical, the spiritual comes along with the package when your body's going, hello, I need help over here.
Yeah.
Because you've been overusing it or injured it somehow.
It's also, you know, where we are in life, you know, the environment, it's go, go, go. We gotta do this, we gotta do that, the appointment, you know, we gotta go to the thing and the work and like the work meeting and the Zoom. And so it's, you know, we're living in times where it's just do, more phone time, or, you know, we're kind of moving into another era. So a lot of this medicine that we're learning, we're relearning, come from times where it wasn't like that. You know, we were like somewhere in the middle of the woods, relaxing.
Yeah.
So it's like a matter of incorporating that lifestyle with this one and merging it and figuring out how to bring it all together in this modern times. So it can be challenging, but it's doable. You know, I think with the routine, you know, being around people that are like-minded, you know, that's also going to be helpful. Having a routine is helpful, you know, morning, midday, night, even those little steps can be very helpful.
And then ground you and stuff. Because what do you think about AI? What is your opinion on that?
Well, you know, it's like a double-edged weapon, and you know, double-edged sword.
Right, sure.
You know, I think that as time keeps going, we have to adapt to what is given to us. Otherwise, we're kind of going against the current.
Yeah. And that's just a struggle.
Yeah, you know, I think that AI has a potential to do things if you're really busy or you want to like have it do things for you, like you know, where you can use more of your time to do your human things.
Right,
you know?
right. We're creators.
And then on the other end, I think the new generation maybe like it's the way we use it, right? Like if we're using it too much for it to do our homework, for it to do everything, then we're like, okay, what are we doing here? You know?
Right.
So it's again, it all comes with a balance. I do think it's helpful.
Another thing to balance.
I think it's helpful in some ways, and then in some, it's just how we're utilizing this product that has been, you know, given to us. And I mean, it is a little scary. It's robotic, but again, you know, I think how I like to approach it is that fighting against the current, it becomes too exhausting, and so finding ways where it can be helpful, and then just putting it away when it's not, you know, not becoming addicted to it, but just giving it the right space and you know.
It's April 15th, 2025 right now, and that is tax day in this
It is
country.
tax day.
And so God bless all you taxpayers for doing what you do to have everything roll and everything. But I believe that we're going to be turning into abundance. And we sort of got robbed and been treated like slaves. And now the robbers are caught, so we're going to get whatever's coming to us back.
Yeah.
So have no worries, anybody. Just take care of your health. That's the next thing. The wealth is good.
Yeah.
The health is, it's not challenging. It's actually a blast. It's actually really fun.
Yeah, it's just fun.
It's a lot about nature and going outside and just seeing and moving and doing things that we are built for. So we're not really built for this constantly.
Right, yeah, we got to mix it up.
Yeah, and if you don't, what do you think the consequences are for people? What do you think the number one thing that people come into your space to get help for?
Usually is, there's
like digestive
issues, and it's all tied with the mind. You know, this is like the stomach is tied with the brain, and like what you're thinking, what you're eating. So yeah, it's usually about that, or you know, or they just want to, they want a different type of energy. I think that's a lot what the a lot of the healing arts are about. It's like you're feeling low. Okay, let me just give you a little bit of, you know, I feel like I have extra energy to give you? Here
Some days you do.
You know, so that's also important,
right.
You know, that a lot of the people that come to me for advice, and I try to understand what kind of energy I need to provide them with, and, you know, and try to guide each other through this path, you know, because I learned a lot from people that come to me.
Yes,
you
that's
know,
true. That's true.
You know, I'm always learning so much from everyone. So that's a special part, you know. I don't cure anything. I'm not like treating any illnesses, but I'm giving you my energy. I'm aiding you. I'm educating in what I've learned and what I've seen being helpful for other people and myself, and then I share it. And usually it's a good connection, you know. I've made really beautiful connections with people. They're very thankful. When I look at my reviews, it's just funny, you know, like, okay, good, I'm doing something.
Yeah, right. You gotta get that feedback.
Right, the feedback is helpful, you know.
Yes.
But yeah,
The good, the bad, and ugly, you know, all of it.
Of course.
Yeah,
You know,
so we know how to adjust or whatever.
Yeah.
But how do you get a hold of you?
I have an Instagram account. It's at NourishNymph. And also I have a website tagged in there, naturalhealingninjas.com. So
Can you spell that for our audience?
Of course. NourishNymph. Nourish Nymph.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like
.com
that.
also?
What's that?
Is it .com
Yeah,
also?
nourishnymph.com is the website where you can book me for consultations, different treatments, and in my Instagram you'll see some of the things that I do. I don't post regularly, but there's some of the products that I have in there as well. So, and then again the website is tagged in there, so you can just kind of go in there, click it. And
do you have an email for us older one?
So yeah, when you go onto the website, you hit the contact button, you'll reach out.
You'll be able to get the email through that. Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Laura Lee.
It was
with
fun.
the Healing Ninjas.
Yeah, that's right. And now you're a ninja. We'll have to get you a badge.
That's right. Yeah, thanks. I need my badge.
Woo! Love life and life will love you back. Bye bye for now.